You need to gamify your life. It's that simple. Let me guess, you committed 2025 to be the most amazing creative year of your life, and you're midway through the year and you're already burning out. You're not crazy, your system is just failing you. Before I get right into this, my name is Anu. I've been in the creative space now for about a decade, and I have two things for you. Number one, a free creative masterclass happening in August, as well as a newsletter that goes out every single week. This is to help you fast track your creative journey in 2025. The brain can only take a certain level of exertion without reward, and that's when burnout kicks in. And video game developers know this, and that's why they create games in levels versus a never-ending marathon to defeat the big boss. They close the effort to reward gap to keep you going. Each level gets harder, you build your skills, you get rewarded, and then you move to the next level. And that's how you should play the game of life and creativity as well. I'll give an example of how this worked out for me. In 2023, I wanted to be a better artist, so I gave myself a goal of releasing 12 songs in 12 months. So I broke down an album into 12 sprints. And to complete one level, which is one song, I had to make the music, mix it, master it, and then market it, and then get feedback before I moved to the next one. Arguably, in my 12th month, I had become exponentially better at doing all the individual things. Now, the reason this works is because of two things. Number one, reward. After each level, I got a reward, maybe a pat on the back or whatever it is that works for you. But number two, the feedback loop, which 9 times out of 10 is what a lot of people aren't doing. A lot of people are gamifying their lives, but they're not getting enough feedback to move to the next level. And so they repeat the same level over and over again because feedback is actually the most important part of this entire process, and maybe reward. For me, feedback was, what's the best approach to making music? What's the best approach to marketing it? Did this reel work versus that one? What album cover did better? What kind of songs did people like? With all of that information, I was able to make a better and a more accurate decision on what song needed to come out next and how I should approach it. And as I moved to each level, it just got easier because I knew what worked and what didn't. I had 12 levels and 12 chances to level up, as opposed to trying to create one album, which I probably would have failed at the end, if I'm being honest. So now I'm going to make a very bold statement here, but here it goes. Unless you have a proven system that works, you should not be batch creating. You need to create whatever product you have, which is maybe music, a product, it could even be a video shoot. You need to capture that, you need to post it, and then learn from that before you go into the next one. Because if you were to batch create, you have no idea what the next 10 to 15 pieces of content, depending on how many things you do in one session, will actually do. So you're foregoing the opportunity for feedback before you go into the next step, and that's not good. I have a simple equation: volume plus feedback equals mastery. This system also combats perfectionism, which oftentimes is a cop-out to not get the feedback you actually need. I'll wrap this up with this. I was watching an interview by Ed Sheeran, who's arguably one of the best songwriters in our generation. And he said, you have to just keep writing songs, which will be the equivalent of sprints for his line of work. You keep writing, and as you put out the songs, you get better in the entire process of songwriting. It's the same thing for you. I'll repeat this one more time because it applies to you as well. You need to do the work, capture the work, put it out, gather the feedback, and do it all over again. Of course, get the reward in the middle or at the end of each sprint, but that's very important. These first couple of videos have been focused on mindset because I've found, talking to multiple creatives, that the thing stopping them or holding them back is actually how they think. I'm considering, though, doing a little more tactical stuff in the next video, maybe something like how to fast track your creativity with AI, or a crash course on color grading in DaVinci or something like that. But I'm very open to ideas, so please let me know, what topics would you like us to cover? Don't forget, we are putting together a free masterclass for creatives, as well as a newsletter that goes out every single week. So you can find those in the description. If you don't click those links, I will find you.